What's up, YouTube? What's up, Twitter? Facebook? What's up, man? Shawn Beastolla, I'm back in the building. Do you feel? Look, check this out, right? Before we get into this conversation, I gotta talk to y'all, man. Do you know what I mean? I gotta have this conversation with y'all, man. I just recently bought some property, right? I bought some property late last year, and now, I'm in the process of doing just a little bit of renovation to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to do, upgrading a little bit, right? And what I'm starting to find out, right? What I'm starting to find out is that I've been trying to look like pretty much trying to find a lot of or at least find, some black folks that I can do business with to do some, I'm basically I'm looking to set up a new fence at my house, right? So I've been going online, I've been checking around, and I can't find, you feel me? A lot of black folks that's around my area where I can do business with for them to set up a new fence at my house. So I'm just like, wow, man. Like, I don't know if anybody, you know what I'm saying, dealing with this, but it's like, I try to do business with black folks, man. I tried, man, but I didn't. I've been looking around. I've been doing a few researches. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, Google. Man, I've been searching all over the place. And I'm sorry, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I try to find some black folks to redo my fence, man. I done found, you know what I'm saying, some Spanish folks, man. They giving me a good deal. I'm sorry, bruh. You feel me? I tried, man. I was trying to get a deal, bruh. You know what I mean? And it's like, bruh, shout out to any homeowners or people that got property where you looking to do some renovations. And I'm telling you, bruh, I was trying, man. I was out here looking. I was trying to get, I know I have found some few people, some black folks that can redo my fence, but they coming from way out. So I need somebody local that I can talk to on a regular basis. You feel me? And yeah, man. So I'm getting a new fence put up in my house. I'm gonna show that one day too. I'm gonna show a little bit more of my new place that I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the new homeowners out there. Cause I just copped this house out here in the Bay Area, man. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, bro. I gotta say this before we get started, man. I've been searching. I'm looking for certain people to do work and stuff, man. It's very difficult to find black folks. You know what I'm saying, from legitimate businesses. You feel me? Because anybody that got property, one thing you'll find out quick, you don't want nobody giving you the hookup. You ain't looking for hookups because if something go wrong, I gotta be able to take you to court. You feel me? I don't want nobody working on my property that's not don't have a license, none of that. Because I'm telling you, if you get them hookups and something go wrong, they mess up your wiring, you can't take them to court for that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not a legitimate business. You feel me? So yeah, man, I had to start this off with that because that was just irritating my soul. But I did find some folks that was willing to do it for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. Yeah, man. And that's another thing too. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on with certain black folks, at least in my area. I know it ain't for everybody, but I've been trying to find a few black folks to do some maintenance for me at my house. You feel me? And I'm telling you, they far and few and way out. I'm like, wow, man. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all. My new subscribers who've been rocking with me, folks that have been subscribed for a while. I appreciate all y'all. I salute y'all, man. Let's get into it though. With this Diddy, it's Diddy. It's Diddy. I've been looking at this Diddy situation from I try to look at it from a different angle, right? I try to look at the Diddy situation from a different angle, right? Because, I try to be fair, but it's just so much allegations and there's so much going on with Diddy based on what's being presented, right? From the Cassie situation, the Little Rod situation, even going back to the shooting with Shine in the club, the J Lo situation. I mean, I'm like, wow, this is looking crazy out here. So many different allegations. You know what I'm saying? So many. One thing I don't focus on, and I've been saying it. I'll say it again, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist type dude. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that. I personally feel like what it is people that get to a certain level of power, they get to a certain level of success. And in my opinion, what happens is those people get drunk, either drunk with the power, or it's just like it's like how can I say, it's just something that overwhelms them, and something that takes over them. Because it's like, see, it's one thing for if you make a couple of 100,000 extra, okay, but when you make a couple of extra 100 million, I only could imagine what that feel like. You feel me? Because just think about that, right? I said this on my last live. I say it again. Just imagine if you just had 500 mil in the account, or at least had access to hundreds of millions of dollars at your fingertips. You feel me? Really think about that, right? Now, I ain't, like I said, I ain't condoning none of that Diddy or whatever he's being, people saying that he have done. Uh, I'm not here I'm not here to justify any of the Diddy madness. You feel me? Thank you for that like too. As y'all come on in, hit that like button, smash that like button. We're gonna chop it up, man. We're gonna have a good convo tonight. Man, hit that like button. You know what I mean? That's free, man. Hit that like button as you come on in. But anyway, when I think about people like Diddy, right? Once you get to a certain level of success, what do you do then? Like any car that you want, you can cop maybe 10 of them if you want, right? Like, really think about that. And like I said, I'm not condoning anything that Diddy did. That ain't what I'm not here to cape for him in any type of way. Don't get that twisted. But I'm just saying, just really think about that and really try to think in that mindset. You got 200-300 mil, or at least having that type of equity, that type of access. Everything in your life has changed completely. Think about it. It's nothing you can't really buy. So after a while, right, you only can get so many foreigns. You only get so many houses. What else can give you that, you know what I'm saying? That same ecstasy, that same adrenaline rush, give you that same, you know what I'm saying? That same rush that you would have if you just finally come into some money. So just imagine if you got hundreds of millions of dollars. What type of power, what type of energy, what type of access that you would have access to. So now you flip that to the other side, right? If you bought somebody trying to get in the music game, you trying to be an actor, you trying to be whatever. And now you got this individual that has millions of dollars, have access to all these different things. And you trying to get into the rap industry, you trying to be an R&B singer. You feel me? Now you got this person that you trying to impress, right? So where the issue comes in at is that when you trying to make it, how far will you go to make it? The question is, what's the cost of your soul, man? You feel me? Like, really think about that, because that's kind of what you selling to a degree. Like, I'm real leery when somebody say, "Oh man, I do anything to get to be successful." Like, really? Anything? You might want to rethink what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got to get on. Okay. When you say you want to get on, What are you willing what are you willing to get on? Do you you know what I'm saying? Like really think about that, right? Cuz it's like if you're not in position and you finally get in position, right? Where you have this chance of getting this opportunity for you to be a star, for you to be, you feel me? Have the best producers having, this billionaire help finance your dream. So what happens when that billionaire like the party? What happened when that billionaire try to test you and see how far your limitations are? Some people call that Illuminati. I call that somebody just drunk on power because it's like some people just, man, they just they willing to test you and go wherever you want to go. Because if you remember when I started this conversation, if you the one with the bag, if you the one with all the access, after a while, for some people, in my mind, the way my opinion about it is, some people can't get that rush anymore. That's why you have some people addicted to drugs. You have some people addicted to sex, addicted to just, you know what I mean? Just different things because they're trying to get that same energy. They're trying to get that same, you know what I mean? That same like feeling they had, you know? It's like when you get that certain level of success and you want to get that rush again. And in my opinion, the Diddy types, they may have, certain fetishes they like, you know, they may be open to different sexualities. I'm not saying this is Diddy, but it could be, right? So if they got the bag and now they're going to test you, they're going to see how far you willing to go to get this bag. And then that's where it gets questionable. That's where, okay, are you trying to take advantage of someone? You know what I mean? You just trying to play a game on someone. You just trying to see how far you can take it with them just because you the one with the bag. See, that's why I know when I was younger, right? I always heard people be like, man, whatever it take for me to get on, I'll do it. And I'm like, thinking back on that, I'm like, whatever it takes for you to get on. Now I'm looking a little side eye, like whatever it takes. I don't know, man. Whatever it takes. Some people be like, man, if I could hit the lottery, I'll do anything. Like you need to be leery at those type of individuals that say they be willing to do anything. Because it's just, you might run into that person that got that bag and be like, okay, you willing to do anything? Let's see how far you willing to take this. And that's why I personally don't believe, in Illuminati. I do think there are big entities with money, power, resources. Absolutely. I actually think there is people with access, but I don't think it's no specific type of ritual that you have to do. I just think it's more so of, hey, I got this power. I have the access. I have the resources. I have the tangibles. What are you willing to do? You said you're willing to do anything, right? You feel me? Then they going to test you on that and probably take advantage of you on that. Oh, what's up, Diamond? Diamond 77. You said, do you think Diddy is going to prison? That's a tricky question. I think he will. I think he will be facing charges. I think that when it comes to Diddy with the allegations, because remember, it's no charges yet. So he hasn't been charged with anything. It's just all allegations and they really investigating it. But I'll say this, for the feds to come in, Homeland Security, whoever you want to call them, to me, it's all part of the federal bureau to me. but some people want to say Homeland Security, cool. But I feel like when a federal agents come to your house, they're not coming there just because of a, you know what I'm saying, a small amount of marijuana, a small amount of weed. You feel me? They come in there for some serious for some serious charges potentially. You feel me? So I personally don't believe that Diddy is just going to walk away from this like he's just going to be able to pay off everybody. If he does, hey, I got to give it to him. I got to give it to him. I just personally don't believe that Diddy is just going to easily just walk away and it's just, this thing is just going to go away. I don't believe it. I think he may do some time, but I will say this. I don't think he's going to do as much time as we think, or some people would think, I should say, because when I think the sex trafficking, if I remember the last time I did a live, I had, well, at least one or two lives. I've done a few. When I did some research on this on the sexual sexual trafficking, sex trafficking, sexual trafficking. For the trafficking charge, you can get up to 20 years. Now, I don't think Diddy is going to get 20 years for that if he get convicted. But remember, man, this is the feds. The feds we talking about. Homeland Security we talking about. So I personally feel like he will get some time, but I don't think he's doing 20 years or nothing like that. You know, he has too much money. So he gonna find a way to get, find a way or pay somebody off, I think, for him to help him get lesser charge. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Yeah, I did see that too. Cassie working with the feds. Yes, absolutely. And see, that's why I'm kind of hesitant to really give a real opinion on it in the sense of his prison time or going to jail. You know what I mean? Because that Cassie situation, sheesh. And I got to give it to Cassie, man. She a gangster. I mean, if it's true that Diddy took her through all that with the, you know what I'm saying, with the escorts and over 10 years they was together. I was always told by the OGs, man, it's cheaper to keep her. In this situation, if Diddy get charged for this, based on really, it got to be Cassie. It's not Lil Rod. So far, Lil Rod information, we'll find out more, over time. But right now, Cassie is putting that nail in this coffin right now. So in that situation, Diddy made the biggest mistake. He should have either kept her or paid her off a long time ago. But see, this where it goes back to that power. I personally feel like the Diddy types, Diddy and whoever is similar to him, they don't think that they're going to get hit this hard. You know what I'm saying? Where, they think that, okay, I have enough time to make adjustments. I have enough time to get rid of stuff. I got enough time to pay people off. And I don't think Diddy, that's why, some people was complaining about the time frame of when they raided the house. No, they did that at perfect time, because if you've been following the Diddy case right now, he was on his way to go to the Bahamas. So before he got on that plane to go to the Bahamas, they raided the house and they didn't want him there because they didn't want to give him enough time to make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? So I personally feel like if Diddy go down for this, I would say 90% would be because of Cassie. And this is the thing, a lot of people will say, oh, the Cassie thing was just a silver suit, he can't get charged for it. Yes, that is true. When somebody charge you silver, where they looking to get cash, a silver suit. But this is the thing, nobody talk about how the feds can still override that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happened. So the feds looked at how fast, in my opinion, I think this is what happened. The feds seen how fast Diddy paid Cassie, less than 48 hours. Was like, hold up. It must be some truth to this, because look how fast Diddy paid Cassie. Then you got allegations from Lil Rod. You have allegations from this person, that person. I believe now trying to they say they possibly looking to subpoena one of Diddy's sons, where he's looking to possibly have charges. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what they're saying. That I came across through the internet. So if that's true, I'm telling you, this is just if this thing is may get ugly. But one thing you got to remember, when you got money, it's a whole different situation. When you talk about lawyers and getting things extended out and getting things thrown out. See, this ain't no regular case. This ain't 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 48 hours where it's a broke dude sitting in the room, can't wait to get a cigarette. You feel me? And a McDonald's, you know what I mean? Nah, bruh. You dealing with a billionaire, multi-millionaire. So I think that's another reason why the feds is taking their time with, trying to figure out how they're going to charge him. Because if they do plan on charging Diddy, you know what I'm saying? With the feds, they have to do it correctly by the book. Everything has to be, you feel me? T's need to be crossed and dot the I's. You feel me? They have to make sure everything is done correct because I'm pretty sure Diddy got the best lawyers and they're going to find any little loophole or something that wasn't filed correctly, or you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure Diddy lawyers is going to be on top of this thing for sure. They want to make sure everything is done exactly by the book. You feel me? So I think that's one reason why they not rushing. If they're going to charge Diddy, they trying to make sure they get like I said, a bulletproof case. You feel me? A waterproof case. They want to make sure this thing is airtight. Do you feel? They trying to make sure this thing is tight. You know what I mean? Because this ain't your local hood, man. You know what I mean? This ain't your local hood, dude. You know what I'm saying? With a few thousand. Nah, you better add some more digits on that and some commas to it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I just think that like I said earlier, if Diddy go down for this, Cassie, man. Paying Cassie out so fast. Oh my goodness. He paid Cassie out so fast, I'm telling you. The Fed seen that was like, they pumped the brakes, like, wait a minute, hold up, man. What's going on? Look how fast he paid this off. Let's pull Cassie in. And this is the other part, too. See, when you sign an NDA, when you sign anything where, you can't disclose, information when you're dealing with somebody like a Diddy, that's fine. But one thing, nothing that you sign can where, Diddy can hold you to if you sign an NDA or anything like that is anything that's a criminal act. You can't get nobody to sign a contract and you do something criminal to them. You feel me? Nah, that ain't gonna hold up in the court of law. No court is going to support a criminal activity. You feel me? So you can sign whatever you want to sign, but when it comes to criminality, some criminals and stuff like that, criminal activity, there's nothing on paper that you can sign, for somebody to hold you to. You feel me? So with Cassie, over 10 years, so just imagine 10 whole years. If any of this information is true, 10 years, bruh. She got a lot of dirt. She know where a lot of those bones is buried at. You know what I'm saying? She know where a lot of those skeletons in them closets at. She know exactly where they at. Because another thing I'm hearing too, when they did the raid, they knew exactly where to go. How did they know that? When the feds raided Diddy houses, the one in LA, Miami, and I believe they went to New York already prior to this, of my understanding. They knew exactly where to go. So to me, that's more than just Little Rod talking. That's a whole bunch of people that's talking that been to Diddy parties. Come on, man. Come on, man. But time we will tell. We will find out more information over time. But I think that with Diddy, man, that's why he was dancing out there on the at the pier, man, at his little dock. You know what I'm saying? And you like, man, I gotta shake this off, man. You know what I mean? I think that was just him trying to deflect, you know what I mean, of his current situation. I know he gotta be stressed out. And then on top of that, his kids, if they may they're trying to say that they might have some involvement. Yada. Telling you, it's gonna get ugly. Oh, you like that? Take that, take that. Hey, it's Diddy at the dock, man. He trying to get his little. You feel me? He trying to get. It's Diddy. The dead love. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you. And hit that like button. Anybody new, come on in, hit that like button. Show support to the channel, man. Hit that like button. But I think that the other thing too, one thing that at first when I seen the Stevie J, he was coming at 50, I felt like Stevie J only came out and said something because it's a lot of people on the internet, myself included, been coming out saying, man, where's Diddy friends at? Why nobody talking up for Diddy? And all of a sudden now Stevie J is coming out. You know what I'm saying? Say he want to box 50. Now he turned that down and he like, he been around Puff Daddy over 20 years. He ain't never seen this. He ain't never seen that. I just felt like with the Stevie J statement, that's Diddy people, his lawyers or whoever advising Stevie J, hey man, just get out there and say something positive about Diddy because he just want his, he trying to get people to feel like maybe not sorry for him, but just to feel like, okay, maybe they'll try to put doubt. That's basically what I think they're trying to do. They're trying to at least, put doubt in the air so people, whenever Diddy, if he do go to trial for this, hopefully somebody will look at this situation and be like, oh yeah, he did have somebody in this corner that was vouching for him and trying to make him look more human and not so much how, these allegations making him look. That's it. Trying to make Diddy look more human than being what the allegations are saying. You know what I'm saying? Because just think about that. I mean, if this does go to trial, if he get charged and he go to trial to really basically prove himself that none of these charges are real, if he has to be judged and they have, the witnesses and stuff like that, the jury, they would have to they're trying to get whoever that might be on a jury. If they come across any of this where, you hear Stevie J saying Diddy didn't do this, you got people like 50 Cent just talking reckless about him, putting out bad information. They, trying to make him look more human to the average person. But I personally feel like with the Stevie J statement, that was all, it's fake. You know what I mean? Somebody just said, man, go out there and try to make him look good right now. But we'll see, though. We'll see. The crazy part, too, now that I think more about it, right? If this do go to trial or something like that, I'm pretty sure it's going to be in New York because the federal bureau out of New York, that's where this case, well, at least that's what the judge came down on for them to get the approval to raid the house, where most of the evidence and the people that are involved with these allegations, at least from the federal level, it's all being controlled out of New York. So So would a jury, if this happened to go to trial, would this be a case in New York? I think so. And the jury will be out of from the New York area. So they trying to make, Diddy look human. You know what I'm saying? He's not a big monster the way they making him sound. You know what I mean? Because with the Cassie situation, I mean, just the information that they put out there from the abuse and the escort situation, man. This Diddy, the Diddler, Diddy, the Diddler. You feel me? Man, I don't know. I don't know. But I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this. Who want to be Diddy right now, man? Who want to be Puff Daddy right now? He got the money. Who want to be Puff Daddy right now? That's what I want to know. Who want to be the diddler right now? You get all the money. You got the PJ. You feel me? You got mansions on all three coasts. You can go to LA. You can go to MIA. You can go to New York. Who want to be Diddy right now? He got the money. Who want to be Diddy right now, man? You trying to, you know what I mean? You got the bread. You good. He even got the parties for you. It's Diddy, the diddler, Diddy, the diddler. And it's not funny, but it's just I gotta laugh because it's so serious. I'm the type, if it's super serious, I have to kind of laugh for me to compute this, because this is heavy, man. This is real heavy. It's heavy because it's like, I bet you Diddy didn't see none of this coming. You know what I'm saying? He didn't see it coming. That's why he's out here trying to dance and do little things, because you know how it's like, instead of crying, you laugh to hold the tears back. I feel like this is a situation that Diddy is going through right now. He's trying to show that this ain't phasing me, but it really is. You know what I mean? Because think about it, we all human. No matter how much money you have, I'm pretty sure he got doubts. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, man, I really did do these parties. You feel me? It was wild. Got basketball players, football players. You know what I mean? They said it when the clock hit 12, man. When the clock hit 12, you supposed to be like Cinderella and get up out of there. You feel me? You got to get out of there fast. Pew. Man, they said 12:01 a.m. Bruh. You might as well just, like that. What was that movie? That Bird movie, the Bird Box, where they had to put like bandanas over their face because if they look at something, and you know what I mean? You got to walk through the Diddy party at 12:01 with you feel me? You got to have your eyes covered up. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go through that unless you into that. If you into that, hey man, party, I guess it's Diddy, the Diddler. You know what I mean? But if you ain't into the party, man, you got to be out of there before the clock strikes 12 a.m. You know what I mean? You got to get up out of there. So 11:15. Oh, it's time to go. It's time to go. You feel me? 11:59, you better be closing it. You better be walking out the door by that time, because 12:01 hit. What they say, the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? You got to stay away, man. It's clock struck 12. Once it hit 12:01, they lock the doors on you. And the only way you can get out if the clock strikes 12:01, the only way you can get out, you got to release the booty. So if you ain't into that life, you need to be out of there. Matter of fact, I'll be out of there by 10:15, man. I'm going to make sure I got an hour and some change just in case. You feel me? You might have to use the bathroom real quick. You know what I mean? Doing all that drinking and stuff. Oh, man, let me hit the bath. Okay, what time is it? 12? I mean, it's 10. 10 p.m. Okay, cool. Let me hit the bathroom. We out of here. 10 minutes tops. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't trying to be here in 1201, man. 1201, you gonna see him doing this at you. You know what I mean? 1201 hit, they already doing the shake on you, man. The Hitler. Yeah, you're right. Russell Simmons got on and left. Yeah. And Russell did it at the right time too. You know what I'm saying? Because at least with Russell, they was talking about having a potential charges, but nothing actually came down on Russell Simmons. So when Russell left, he was completely clear. With Diddy, it's a little bit different because Russell Simmons didn't have a raid before he left. You know what I mean? So with Diddy, it would look like he's trying to flee. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he's trying to get away. And at this point in time, he definitely don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure his advisors, his lawyers, whoever, you know what I mean, that's his advising him. I don't think nobody would tell him to make himself look that way because let's say if he do happen to get charged and he got to fight it in court, you don't want the judge or anybody that's superior over you to make it look like you're high risk. You know what I'm saying? You quick to do rational decisions and you quick to just oh, let me get out of here quick. That's a terrible thing to do. You know what I mean? So no. So Diddy's situation is totally different than Russell at this point. It's totally different. You know what I mean? And I think that's why he was out there dancing on the dock, man. Cause he like, man, I can't do nothing. The kids, you even see one of the kids' mother come out there and was saying that they didn't have to pull the guns on her kid like that, her kids like that. And this is the thing, man. See, I said this so many videos ago, man. Y'all gotta go back and watch a lot of my lives because I've been dropping game on here the whole time. But this is the thing, right? Once your kids becoming an adult, right? At home, for you being a parent or the guardian or whoever, they can be a little kid to you or a young person to you all day you want. But once you go out here into the world and you are an adult, you of a legal age of being an adult, the world is not going to treat you like your mama. You feel me? The police ain't gonna have kid gloves with you because you only 19. Oh, you only 21. That's only the people who care about you in your household. That's only for the loved ones that care about you. But when you go out here in this real world, that's why I talk so much about reality and dealing with, you know what I mean, your real life situations, because this is part of that. Not everything is going to be perfect. Not every situation is going to be a good situation. But how you handle yourself, how you conduct yourself, okay, this type of situation I don't want to be a part of. But this is the thing. When it comes to children, right? Well, children, they only adult children's to your loved ones. So when the police came and kicked in that door, I understand they probably knew or had an idea, okay, these are Puff Daddy kids, but at the end of the day, they treat you like a grown adult. You know what I mean? So meaning you not finna get no favor. I understand your daddy rich, but understand the complexion. Let's be real, right? We are in America, right? And on top of all that, even though your mama's, you know what I'm saying, your mama's son, they don't care about that. You could be a potential threat, so they're gonna treat you as such. They're not gonna say, "Oh, this is a young adult. Let's put, let's let's pat him on the back and tell him, oh, just sit down right there. We're not gonna cuff you up because you a young adult. We know you can't do anything. That's not how this works. Real life doesn't work like that. That's just like somebody 19 can go and rob a 7-Eleven right now, right? When the police come and raid your house looking for him, are they going to charge him as an adult or are they going to charge you as mama little boy? No, they're going to charge you as an adult for robbing, probably armed robbery at 7-Eleven. They care less what your mama said about you that, oh, he only 19. He don't know. The police don't give a damn about that. You just robbed the store and you're 19 years old. You are an adult and they're going to treat you as such. You know what I'm saying? So all that kid talk, man, I understand that. I got children myself, but I deal with reality at the same time. When my grown adult daughter, when she go in the world, they're not gonna care about who her daddy is, how her parents see her as a young adult. No, they're gonna treat you an adult, and if you do, you know, criminal things, they're gonna charge you as an adult, not little boy from up the street. No, bruh. But I just have to say that because I really get irritated when people have grown kids and they say, oh, that's a little boy. That ain't no damn little boy. A little boy is somebody that's non-adult. Now you can refer to him as a little boy because that's how you identify with him. But when that little boy that's a grown adult go out here into the world and get involved in certain activities, they can care less what mommy and daddy think. Do you? You know? So smash that like button as y'all come on in. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You new to my channel. My name is Shawn Beastolla. If you're not familiar, all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. You feel me? And that's the thing, man. A lot of people get that twisted up, man. They really get it twisted up because I'm telling you. Nobody care about you but the ones who care about you. You feel me? Like, let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So with Diddy, right? I think it's a chance he might beat this thing, though. He got deep pockets. He got deep pockets. I'm not ruling that out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ruling it out. It's a chance that Diddy could beat this, but I don't know. I think that the wild card is that Cassie situation. Oh, and if they happen to open up that shooting that was done in the club with Shine and J Lo, man, if they find a way to open that up, but I don't see how they can get new evidence for it though. See, that's the thing. I don't know how they can, find a way to do that unless they have all the evidence and they just, have to piece it together to make it look different than how everything was presented at that time. You know what I mean? But I'll be curious if they open up that what was it 99? I want to say it happened in 99. I want to say if they can find a way to open up that case, yeah, that is a good question. You know what, Diamond? You're right. Why won't Diddy sue Lil Rod? Well, right now, I don't think Diddy is trying to sue anybody because he's focusing on, proving himself to be innocent. So I'm pretty sure right now his lawyers and them they just focusing on the bigger play. The bigger play is keeping Diddy free. You feel me? But yeah, I agree. or at least send some type of cease and desist. I could see that, but that is a good question. Why didn't it send like at least a cease and desist to Lil Rod if this information is not true? So you're right. So because of that, they might even make more sense now. That even make more sense because if they not trying to send a cease and desist to Lil Rod, that means it might be more truth to this. Yeah, it could be. I think I like that. You got some good points there, Diamond. I appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that because yeah, why they won't send a cease and desist? I mean, because they quick to send one to Tasha K. I mean, not for Diddy situation, but just in general. You know what I mean? Dude, but man, and Diddy ain't sending nothing out. So yeah, I think you might got a point there. You might have a major point. I didn't even think about it that way. I think that that speak volumes. And not only that, not even on Lil Rod. Let's even go to Gene Deal. I mean, Gene Deal for years been coming at Diddy. Why Diddy didn't try to shut down Gene Deal? Because I feel like outside of Cassie, if Cassie wasn't the one that was going to do Diddy and Gene Deal was, man, y'all seen some of them videos with Gene Deal? Oh my goodness. Man, Gene Deal been coming at Puffy for a minute. Shout out to Reggie Wright too, man. Yeah, Reggie Wright Jr., man. Shout out to Reggie, man. Cause Reggie Wright, and mostly Gene Deal, though. Gene Deal been doing it the longest that I recognize. He been saying some real crazy situations with Diddy, that he either was a part of or his people that was connected to him. But you know what? This make me think of something else. Yeah. Wow. Is that it? Gene Deal mad because Diddy won't pay him. Won't pay him. Wow. Don't tell me all this is because of that. So he was basically cool with everything. If that's the case, as long as he got a check. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I'll say this, right? For all the information that Gene Deal know of or was a part of or have direct information about, he could be pulled in. I'm pretty sure they probably talked to Gene Deal. I bet they have. Same thing with Mark Curry when he's slippery and slow. You know what I mean? Mark Curry was all on the Art of Dialogue talking about how slippery and slithery the women were after they was drinking those the roofie drinks, basically what they call them. They slip something in they drink. Like, come on, man. I ain't gonna lie. When I first heard that, when I seen that clip from Mark Curry, man, I was disturbed by that. I was like, wow, wow. I was just like, you just really, and you stayed there for that. That's crazy. But that goes back to how I started this live. Now, all this goes back to how I started this live. What will you do for that bag? What will you do? Some people was willing to accept or endure, be a witness of, just to get that bag. And on the flip side, some people are willing to do anything to get that bag. You know what I mean? I'll let you put the rest of that together. You can figure out what I'm saying. Some people are willing to do whatever it takes to get that bag, man, or to get, feel like they can get some success out of it in the sense of, somebody, a producer working with you, or, you know what I mean? Being introduced into the music scene. I mean, the movie scene. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. That's why I say, man, you gotta have like levels that you won't go. Because at this point, if the most that I take from all of this is that if you don't have a limitation on what you're not willing to do, somebody with money is going to test you. To me, that's what it is. It's not, I don't personally believe it's no type of, conspiracy or anything or Illuminati. It's just that it's people with power and they're going to test you. They're going to see, okay, if I put enough money in front of you, I know you will let me do this to you. And once they get enough people to do that, then they're going to start treating everybody like that. And in my opinion, that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? If they put a big enough bag in front of you, what will not, what won't you do? You feel me? That's the key. It's like, okay, I put 1,000 in front of you. Will you do this? Nah, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. Okay. 1,000 ain't enough. Okay, check it out. I got 20,000 for you. I give you 20,000. You do this, this, and that. No, man. Not for 20,000. Okay. You said not for 20? All right, check it out, Playboy. I got 100,000 right now. You got to do this, that, and him. What's up? And somebody in that room is gonna say yes to that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna say yes to that 100,000. Then you may have one or two to be like, nah, 100,000. Okay, that ain't enough for you. Now you can see this is the thing. You talking to somebody with money, so for them, spending a couple of mil is nothing. I seen a video with Diddy where he was talking about he'll buy a woman a house, a nice little truck, I think a Range Rover. That's just because I'm with you. You feel me? See, that's that baller life right there. Where I just buy you a house, get you whatever car you want, and that's just because you with me. I'm gonna do that. So if they willing to spend that kind of money, how much you think they willing to spend for you to do some other things, huh? I'm just saying, and I'm just speaking in general. So that's why I said for somebody that got that bread and that's willing to test you, if you don't have a limitation on what you will not do, you just become food out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is going to take advantage of you. But did they really take advantage though? If you agreed to it because that bag was big enough, how was that being taken advantage of? I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And you say what, 100,000 ain't enough? Okay. Okay, check it out then. I got 1,000,000 for you. What will you won't do? I'll wait. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like they say, all you have to do is put a big enough bag in front of them. You put a big enough bag, and certain people will do anything. You give them enough drink, give them enough drugs, they be willing to do anything. Now that's where it gets tricky. That's where it gets tricky because anybody on a substance, especially out here in California, you get too drunk, somebody take advantage of you. Nah, that can become a charge. Because you can be like, I was so loaded, I was so high, I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. I don't know. All we can do is just sit back You know what I mean? Eat out popcorn and watch the play and see how it go down because something is gonna happen. I don't know when, but this is not just gonna go away. I can tell you that. I don't think this is just gonna go away without anything happening. Something will be affected. Somebody is gonna be affected uh, from this situation. Now, how it play out, that's still highly questionable on that end. But something is going to happen to somebody in this situation. I don't think the feds is just going to just say, "Oh, we didn't find anything," or "We don't have enough information." Somebody is going down for this, and that's another reason why with Diddy right now, you don't see a lot of support from other individuals because if the feds, while they looking at Diddy, they also looking at people around him. That's why you're hearing things about possibly Ashton Kutcher and all that, which I don't know, but we'll find out in due time. But this is another reason why, in my opinion, a lot of people that was at that party or multiple parties with Diddy, they're not coming out because they don't want the feds to investigate them. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe they got skeletons in the closet that they don't want, they do not want that being released. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. But when I seen Diddy out there dancing, man, it didn't seem like he was dancing and he was happy dancing. It looked like he was trying to dance this. Man, I gotta shake this off, man. I'm going through it right now. You feel me? Take that, take that, take that. Oh yeah, I heard that too. That they found tapes. Ooh, man. If they found tapes, right? If they found tapes, I wonder how many and how far back are those tapes? Like, you know what I mean? Because that might tell a tale. And if they got tapes for real, who else is on those tapes? Hmm. Who else is on those tapes? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, really think about that. And think about that all the parties, because you heard about so many celebrities. I just recently heard about LeBron James. What's about you know how it is at a Diddy party? Not LeBron James. This rabbit hole goes deep, man. You know what I mean? This rabbit hole is going deep. No Diddy. Do you feel? I'm just saying, man. You know? And the other question is how long the Feds been tracking Diddy? You know? That's the other part because when Homeland Security is involved, how long have they been? You know what I mean? Have they been spying on Diddy? You know what I mean? How long they been knowing this? Because they knew when he was at the airport getting ready to go to the Bahamas, they already knew he was there. That's why they raided the house during that time frame. So that tells me that they were already watching him. They was already watching him. Now, how long and how far back we talking about? Man, I don't know about that. I mean, I have heard some things about the Kim Porter situation, but be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. You know? Yeah, the feds have been watching him for years. I believe, yeah, I believe it. But with the Kim Porter situation, I don't know. That one is it's questionable though. I will say that. I will say that. But it's hard to say. I think that if the feds really do have those tapes, for one, they're probably gonna try to, you know, interview or possibly subpoena whoever's on those tapes and try to see if they can flip them or get them to say some things about Diddy that they can use, you know? Yeah, and that's what I've been saying. All these allegations is crazy because it's like, man, that's a lot too. That's what I'm just like, my goodness, I don't know what to say, man. There's a lot of allegations, man. And I understand some of it may be fluff, you know, some of it may just be okay. This is, it's just a chance we can get paid for it. But at this point, I don't think if Diddy was paying out any further than, any more than what he gave Cassie, I'm pretty sure it stopped at this point. You know what I mean? It stopped because now he's fighting to keep his freedom, and he's also fighting to clear his name. So I think that right now, with these allegations, I bet if I tell you this, I wouldn't put it past Diddy to try to pay off all these allegations. And see, that's the thing that will get him off. Where if he has no witness, if the feds don't have a witness, ooh, excuse me, if the feds don't have a witness, they don't have a case. That's the thing. And if Diddy pays them off, if any of these people with allegations get paid off by Diddy, from my understanding, they can't use them in court because they tainted. You know what I mean? They would, because that's the thing. You can't, once you accept money, that means that, your vote, your everything you say after that point, they wouldn't know if they want to believe it or not because you've been paid off. So, it throws off the whole case if they have one. You know what I mean? And that's another reason why the feds is trying to keep all this quiet for now. So nobody can know exactly who is talking to who. Because once that information is released, that changed the game. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, Diddy, man. I bet you he didn't see none of this coming, though. He may have heard about it in the last few days, right before, he may have heard. Because I say this, though, even leading up to this Diddy situation, right? Yeah, it's definitely exposed. 2024, year of exposure. Yeah, for sure. Cat Williams said it, but I also said it too. If you go back and watch my videos from last year, but Cat way bigger than me, so it's all good. But I think that I felt like Diddy, if you paid attention to Diddy like these last couple of years, I don't think he predicted this, but he probably felt like something was going to happen to him because a couple of years ago, that's when he started offering a lot of people back their publishing and a lot of artists back their publishing. I think that was his inner tuition trying to probably tell him that, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You've been doing so much for so many years. You got to give something back to the people that helped put you in this position. And I think Diddy at that time, in my opinion, I think he felt something was shifting negatively towards him, and he was trying to do some good deeds, but it was just too late. You know, that's what I think, and that's why he switched his name to Brother Love, and folks getting their publishing back, and He's trying to spread the love. Yeah, I agree with you. With the daughters, I agree because they're young. They're young. I think was they like 12 and 13 or something like that? Maybe 14, maybe. Yeah, I do. I agree with you. I feel bad for the daughters. Though I do any minor, I definitely feel for them. You know what I mean? But as an adult, no. Because hey, man, I'm sorry. But the kids, like the real kids, yeah, the daughters for sure. I agree with you on that. I agree. You know, I think that but like I said earlier, I think Diddy kind of had a sense of something was going to go wrong for him, and that's why he was trying to right them wrongs. But you know, you've been in the game for so long, and you did so many different things. I just felt like it's just starting to catch up to him, unfortunately. You know, because I remember it was about 3, 4 years back. Mace was trying to buy his publishing from Diddy. I think he said, maybe about 5 years ago. Now, about 5 years ago, Mace was trying to get his publishing back from Diddy, and I think he said he had like 2 mil or something. And Diddy was like, "Man, if you can't match what these other people are willing to pay for your publishing, I can't give it to you." So it just shows now. Then you fast forward to like a year ago, he's willing to give people they publishing back for free. At least that's from what I get from it. But when Mace was asking for his pub back, offered him and he had 2 million to give Puff to get his publishing back. Puffy didn't want to take it. So that's why I say to me, Puffy kind of knew something wasn't going right for him and he was just trying to correct it. But like they say, when you do so much dirt, when you've been doing so many evil things, you're just a day late and a dollar short. Do you feel? Yeah, everybody is going through it. A lot is going on. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's a lot going on in America, period, right now. You know what I'm saying? My goodness. It's a lot going on in America, period, right now. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't understand, be honest with you, from what's going on in America with the migrants or, illegal immigrants, whatever you want to call them. I just personally feel like, man, for America to be such a great country, man, I feel like a lot of decision making, who are they making these decisions for? You know what I mean? You can't just say it's voting because, it's not all about the votes. I mean, it can't be all about the votes because a lot of these people, from what I seen, what they presented, showing on the news, how people squatting in people homes, uh, violence on the street. I seen on New York, I seen on the on the news, they was showing folks cooking rats on as like a street vendor in New York, man. Oh my goodness. Yeesh. Man. I bet you don't eat none of them hot dogs they got down there. You think you eating a you think you eating a beef hot dog, you eating rat. That's rat meat. You know what I mean? You wonder why your glizzy look like that. You're like, wait a minute, why my glizzy look like this? Like my glizzy, I want the all beef one, man. This look like it's pork or something, man. What is this? Yeah, yeah, everything is expensive right now. Yeah, and that's why right now this the time you really got to be in hustle mode. I can't stress it enough. I enough. I have been doing a few videos about getting out here, getting active because right now you need to be working if you can 2, 3 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Have your regular job, do DoorDash, Uber Eats on the side, something. You feel me? Start braiding hair, something. You got to get active out here, man. 'Cause it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and these prices ain't going down. So, you got to make adjustments, man. Start making, okay, I'm not going out as much. Let me start stacking my bread up and buying the necessities that you need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This ain't the time to be extra fly. You know what I mean? If you ain't got it, hey, this is not the time to be out here trying to look extra fly for somebody that don't even care about you. That ain't important right now. You feel me? It's not important right now. Need to be on your grizzly. Be out here, man. Really trying to get to it because it's not gonna get no easier. You know, because even with the housing market, you know what I mean. Some of these housing prices they starting to go back up. You know, so even with the high interest rate, they still buying homes right now. So you know, that's why I say you got to be in all hustle mode right now. This is all about hustle right now. You got to stay active, staying motivated, stay getting to it. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, yeah. Ain't it crazy how they have yeah, underground facilities? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know it kind of make you think about that what was that movie called? They or well where it was some type of they couldn't figure out what it was. I just seen it on Netflix a few months ago. It was like real popular where they was trying to figure out something was happening in the United States and all this nobody can communicate with each other and you had this little alarm sound that went off at certain times of the day and the people was kind of stuck. I forgot where they was at. Man, I can't remember, but it was, and all the Tesla cars were crashing into each other. What's the name of that movie? I can't even think of it now. But yeah, this is the time you gotta, man, you gotta stay hustling, man. Stay getting after it because it ain't nothing getting cheaper. Be honest with you, you know, some people kind of waiting for prices to go down. I say, do not bank on that. Do not focus on waiting on prices to go down. You got to figure out how to make more money. That's the key right now. You know what I mean? You got to find ways to get more paper. You know, 'cause it's ugly. But yeah, no, and that's that. I'll tell you this, right? For me personally, I was working like yeah, I was doing like almost 3 jobs at one point. You know, before I got where I'm at now, where I'm kind of cool. But at one point, when I was really trying to, get back on my feet, and I was doing everything. I'm working at DoorDash. I'm working part time here. I had 2 part-time jobs, and I was doing DoorDash all at the same time. You feel me? I'm like, man, I refuse, man. I'm not finna lose, man. Okay, okay, okay. I'm not finna. Oh, yeah, was stolen from us. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. I mean, I feel you on that. Yeah, yeah. No, it's all good. I wouldn't say that sound racist or nothing. But the thing of it is, though, right? I just think that even with the reparations, you know what I mean. I think eventually it's going to happen. But I will say this. until that happened, what do you do then? You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to still get out here and get active, because it's like if you focus too much on what already has happened, it's like you're not moving forward. You got to keep pushing forward. And then once, whenever that kicks in, that'll be a bonus. But until that bonus kick in, you got to stay active. You got to stay motivated. You got to staying pushing. You feel me? Because I personally feel like we ain't supposed to be sitting around waiting on something. You know what I mean? Like, you don't wait for it. You still got to get out here and stay motivated and stand pursuing and getting to it, because it may take years. Be honest with you. It might take years. You know, I know some people don't want to hear that, but you got to remember, this is United States, and things don't happen the way most of us want it to happen. If you feel me, so you got to make them want to pay you. You feel me? You know, and it's like, but I'll tell you this though, right? I've been doing a little research. I still think, even with all the issues in America and all the things we have, I can't think another country that I would want to be at more than America, though. Like, if you know a better country, let me know. Because that's the thing, you know? Even with all the issues, I'd rather be in America than some of them other countries. No disrespect to anybody from any other country, but United States, man. At least in the United States, you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little finesse here and there, but for the most part, you know what you're dealing with out here. And when you talk about Africa, you talk about all these different other countries, the dictatorship is totally different. Here in America, you do have an option, or I should say, you have the freedom of speech. You're able to speak your opinion as long as you're not speaking I can't even say it right. Manish, you can't talk recklessly about somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's the key. You can't talk reckless and be malicious with your conversation about a corporation or an individual. So long as you keep it within a certain, uh, terms and conditions, you'll be fine. Now you try to go to some of those Asian countries and see how that work out for you. Try to go to one of them Indian countries and see how that work out for you. You know, I'm just saying. Like, you gotta, what I mean? People gotta really look at the whole landscape if you gonna, you know, look at other places. Not just, oh, this is cheaper. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, it's cheaper. Oh, yeah, it's cheaper over here in this country. Yeah, but what else are you dealing with? And another thing too, if you're not a citizen, I learned this when watching 90 Days, man. I learned a lot of information when watching 90 Days where they're looking to get married. When you go to other countries and you're not a citizen and you buy property, you feel me? You buy a house, you buy a car or whatever. If you're not a citizen, whoever's that citizen that you with, they basically own everything, because you're not a citizen. Some countries are like that, where whoever you with and y'all bought some property together, if you're not a citizen of that country, you don't have a legal right to own property in certain countries. You know what I mean? It's like you got to go through a whole bunch of red tape for you to be an actual owner. So that's why I say you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful and know the laws. You know what I'm saying? When you go to different countries, when you looking to build something, I'm hearing so many people getting finesse from things that they buy, and it's like, oh, you didn't really own it. You know what I mean? It's like you didn't do all the steps. So it's like, whoa. So yeah, you gotta be careful with that. You know what I mean? It get tricky. You know what I mean? Just saying though. 'Cause these folks out here ain't playing fair. And everybody want the dollars. They want the American dollar. You know what I mean? They're like, come here, come take a vacation here. It's a great place to stay. Yeah. Oh, you don't travel to other countries? Well, lately I haven't. What was it 2 years ago? The last country I went to was Mexico. I went to Cancun, and I did a video about it too. Cancun, it was cool. The only thing I didn't like about Cancun, a couple of things I didn't like, is that if you're not in a tourist area, for at least for me, I didn't feel safe. Like the tourist area in Cancun, it's kind of like a big circle. It's like a big U. Because I end up renting a car out there, and it's no speed limit either. How you love that? If you ever been to Cancun, you know what I'm saying. There's no speed limit in Cancun. And pedestrians do not get the right of way in Cancun, in Mexico. So all this American style, how somebody walking across the street. No, you better run across that street if you ever go to Cancun, Mexico, Tulum, wherever you go. Yeah, there's no man, I'm trying to tell you. You go to Cancun and or matter of fact, you ain't even gotta go to that. Once this video over, if you video once I'm done with my live, you can click on and do research with in Mexico, the rules of pedestrians and speed limits. You'd be surprised. But Cancun, I went there. It was cool. The only thing that was kind of getting on my nerves after a while was that if anybody helped you with anything out there in Cancun, they expect a tip. So I went out there. Now American dollar is still king over there. So I had got like 101s. I got this off YouTube too. Somebody, I forgot who it was. I watched somebody video. I had got like 101s. And so anybody that helped me, I'll tip them like $1 or $2. And that's considered, decent money out there of American dollars. They didn't want their pesos. I had money in pesos. They didn't want that. They was like, no, American dollar. We want that dollar because American dollar is king over there. So I'm tipping them $2. Anybody to help me, but it just got after a while. I was stayed there for like a week. And if I ever go back to Cancun again, I'm only staying 3 days because a week was too long. You know what I mean? Because everywhere I went, tip, tip, tip. They want tips. Because they like, you American, you got money. You got mucho dinero. So, yeah. That's the last country I went to. I mean, the last place I went to outside of the United States was Cancun, Mexico. But yeah, I did a video on that too. You just got to go back and check my other videos. Telling y'all, man, I always come on here. That's another thing I do too. When I take trips, I always, come back and I do a experience video about it because I'm going to. Speaking of that, I'm going to Vegas the end of this month, end of April. I'll be in Vegas, and I'm going to Atlanta in June. So I will be showing content on my channel. I'm gonna go live while I'm in Vegas, while I'm in Atlanta. I will be going live both places, and so I'll let y'all see. With Shawn Beastolla, like I said when I talked about the Nicki Minaj, I don't pump fake. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I do it. That's the man in me. You know what I mean? I ain't one of these guys just be talking all day just to talk. When I say I'm gonna do something, I actually do it. So, and how you gonna know is you're gonna see me in those locations. You feel me? And I'm gonna go live so y'all can be able to, you know, let y'all see what's going on with me. You know. So yeah. So definitely be prepared for that. The end of this month, April, I'll be in Vegas. Trying to figure out where I'm staying at though. I don't know yet. I want to stay on the strip though. I like staying on the strip because you can just bounce from hotel to hotel. You know what I mean? You ain't got to drive nothing. You can just walk around the strip. But yeah, so yeah, man. I appreciate y'all. I got a few people in here tonight. I thank y'all for watching me tonight too. I haven't went live in a couple of days. Yeah, Vegas is nice. Yeah, I like Vegas. It has got more expensive though. I will tell you that. Ever since they didn't built that Raiders stadium and the AIDS look like it's coming out there too, man. Ever since they didn't built these sports arenas out there, the Vegas prices then went up. Cause I went a few times in the early 2000s. It was a lot more affordable. Now it's up there, but I still like Vegas though. Yeah, I like Vegas a lot. I never been. This is another thing too. I never been to the South, so it's my first time going to the South when I go to Atlanta. It's my first time. Never been to the South, so I'm gonna let y'all know my full experience when I hit the ATL, shouty. You know, but yeah, Vegas is nice. I like Vegas. You know, especially the I don't know if you go. I don't do the buffets a lot when I'm in Vegas, but when I do go to a buffet, it has to be 5 star. I only go to the finest buffets. I'm sorry. Other than that, I'd rather just go to a regular place. But when I go to the buffets in Vegas, it got to be the 5 star spots. You know what I mean? I think the one in Bellagio, I like that one. I never been to one in the MGM, but Bellagio is one of my favorites, and it's another one. What hotel is it? I can't think of it right now, but it's like two of them, and they buffets is nice, laid out, seafood, whatever you into. Um, but yeah, Vegas is nice. You know. Well, I appreciate y'all tonight, Diamond. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. Anybody that's coming in, make sure you hit that like button. Surviving Diddy will be in theaters one day. Ah! Yes, indeed. It will be in theaters. Oh my goodness. Well, I appreciate you tonight. And check me out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go on a little bit earlier tomorrow, like around 9:30, 9:45. I'm gonna try to get it in. But I will be going live this whole week. So today is what, Wednesday? Well, no, we're on Thursday now, but pretty much now through Sunday. I'm gonna try to go live every day with y'all, you know. So tap back in with me. I got a few more concepts I'm gonna do. Which I gotta whack. I gotta tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? When I go live. So you can definitely get this game and good conversation. You feel me? So I'm Shawn Beastolla, man, and I appreciate y'all. Until next time, peace.